What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday night. So the Yankees just won 6-3. Before we get into the topics of the night, let's box score this game. Okay, there was some really good performances. And for those that tried to watch it, like I actually even tried to watch it on the MLB TV app. The first couple innings were not televised for some reason. It was just like the game was going, but it wasn't being televised. And then they figured something out, I guess, in the fourth or fifth inning, and it kind of reset itself. So I don't know if you guys were experiencing that same thing, but I was. So I don't know what's going on there. I really don't know. But nevertheless, I didn't get to see Garrett Cole pitch, which is I was looking very much forward to doing that. But with that said, he went 3 1/3, 3 hits, 1 run, 5 Ks, and 46 pitches. So a good start for him. And then turning it off to Sean Boyle, who might become a valuable piece with the Yankees here. 2 2/3, 1 hit, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Scoreless, though. And he's gotten 0 ERA this spring. And one of the other guys I was impressed with was Brandon Leibrandt, son of former Major Leaguer Charlie Leibrandt. He went 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, but none of them were unearned. I mean, none of them were earned runs because he struck out 3 his first inning, by the way. And he wound up with 3 strikeouts. But the ground ball was hit to Roderick Arias. He could have turned a double play to end the inning, but he wound up making an error, throwing it away, and it turned into 2 runs. But no unearned runs for Leibrandt. I was impressed with. He was keeping hitters off balance that were batting on the right side. He was picking his spots, and he's a good lefty option because he might be another guy. And again, throwing multiple innings. With Luis Hill out, who knows how long that's going to be, we need other guys who can throw multiple innings. So, and finishing off the game was Jeff Hartlieb, another pitcher. He threw a clean inning and 2 strikeouts. So, but offensively, Austin Wells led off with a home run. He was 1 for 2 with a homer. And then, let's see, J.C. Scar relieved him, was 0 for 1. Goldschmidt was 0 for 3. T.J. Renfield was 0 for 1. Cody Bellinger was 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. So he looked good today. He looked really good. And you have Oswaldo Cabrera was 1 for 3. George Lombard Jr. hit the ball hard, but it was a liner to center field. He was 0 for 1. Pablo Reyes was 0 for 2. And Spencer Jones was 1 for 3 with a stolen base. I saw that hit. It was an opposite field hit, and it's a good stolen base too. So that's pretty good. And he's actually been spending quite a bit of time with Aaron Judge, which is a good idea. So, and then Alexander Vargas was 1 for 1. Oswald Peraza was 1 for 3 with an RBI hit who drove in Spencer Jones, and he's hitting 333 right now this spring. Then you have Andrew Velasquez with a nice double off of Amir Garrett, who wound up getting hurt. He was 1 for 3, and then Alex Jackson also with a home run. He was 2 for 4, batting .250. So it looks like he might be in the lead for the backup catcher position. So that's generally the box score for tonight's game. Now, getting over to the subjects that be here, Marcus Stroman and Will Warren just got much more important to the Yankees. That's the title of this live stream. Why? Because if you haven't heard, Luis Hill went down today in a bullpen. He actually pulled himself out of a bullpen for a couple pitches. He was feeling discomfort and tightness in his pitching shoulder. So, they're sending him for an MRI tomorrow. So we'll probably get some more clarity on the MRI, most likely Sunday or Monday. We'll get an idea. So it's a big blow to the rotation potentially. But, they withstood injuries like that last year. They missed Clark Schmidt for a couple months and Garrett Cole. So we'll see what happens here. But Luis Hill, again, I mean, I don't know if those are remembered, but I actually was willing to offer him for Kyle Tucker. I thought it would have been a good idea to sell high on Luis Hill, even though he won a Rookie of the Year. He's got a big arm, and I do think he'll be pretty darn good. But I would have been willing to give him for what do you call it? Kyle Tucker, who's now with the Cubs. But again, because I do think his injury history will be revisited, unfortunately. So, but this just made Marcus Stroman that much more important. This just made Will Warren that much more important. Even Carlos Carrasco more important, right? Carlos Carrasco obviously needs to stay healthy. Will Warren, if he continues the trend that he's on, he might be competing for that spot that Marcus Stroman was going to be competing for. But it's just all contingent upon how much time Luis Hill potentially can miss. And the same thing goes for Giancarlo Stanton, right? We just don't know. At least we know what testing is going to be going on with Luis Hill. We don't know anything about what's going on with Giancarlo Stanton. We're like kept in the dark. Everybody is. And it's very frustrating to see. And there's so much speculation out there. Double Tommy John, early retirement, this and that. So we don't know. We just don't know, right? So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But there's a reason why. I mean, they are talking to JD Martinez in his camp as well. So because if we do find out Stanton will miss a good amount of time, my guess is they'll bring in JD Martinez if they can. Okay, if he's still available. Now, Dom Smith has been hitting the ball well so far. Ben Rice looks like he's turning around. He's bulked up about 15 pounds of muscle. Those guys can provide valuable at bats on the lefty side, both of them on a DH role. So, and maybe that's enough to not sign JD Martinez, but I don't know. I really don't know. And I still think there's a possibility they might trade for Nolan Arenado for third base. So I know they're looking for other options, but it seems like Nolan Arenado might just fall into their lap in a situation that they're much more comfortable with. So, but we'll see. We will see, right? No doubt, AJ Chen. No doubt, man. That's where we're at, right? This is where we're at. And it's a frustrating venture. You know, I don't think Verdugo's going to come back because where would he play? In order to give Jason Dominguez a fair amount of playing time, you're going to have to play Verdugo part-time. It doesn't make any sense to have either one of those guys play part-time. You got to give Jim Dominguez a full shot here. And then you also have Trent Grisham here, too. So I can't see Verdugo coming back, personally. And they don't need a left fielder. I mean, they need a third baseman. They need a DH potentially, too. So I can't. I don't see the point in Verdugo. Unless they're going to DH him, but I doubt it. Right? But JD Martinez hits very well against lefties. He also hits the ball extremely well to the opposite field in the gap. And the spot was a Spot Track or StatCast had him projected at. He had 16 home runs last year with the Mets. Had he played with the Yankees, he would have been around 22 or 23. So and he has a clutch gene in his bat. He's known for getting clutch hits, timely hits, and he's been a Yankee killer for a decade. So, right? If you DH Martian, I mean, I can understand that, but that's not going to really help him in the outfield. And I would rather play Spencer Jones than sign Alex Verdugo. So, but that's just my opinion. Do I think Verdugo should be signed somewhere? Yeah. Just like Rizzo, I think should be signed somewhere as well. So, I can count on Dominguez's bat more than I can his glove, but I can't count on Verdugo's bat as much. So, but it just doesn't make any sense for Verdugo here. It doesn't. Yeah, it's hard. Well, it's a new position. Keep this in mind. He's been in center fielder his whole career so far. Now he's learning a new position, and he's expected to learn on the fly. Just like Jazz Chisholm. He had to learn on the fly. Third base when he got traded here, right? And he struggled a little bit. Same thing's happening with Dominguez, and he's a rookie. He doesn't have the seasoning at the major league level like these other players do. So he's going to have to learn to make his mistakes and adjustments and so on. So, I don't know. I mean, Pereira went deep the other day, 2 days ago, yesterday. So I wouldn't say he's a lost cause. He's got some serious power in his bat, but if you trade him, you got to trade him for an arm, I think. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, who would if I had to choose between Tucker or Guerrero? I don't know. Probably Guerrero because he wouldn't block Spencer Jones. Tucker would block Spencer Jones. So I think there's less of a chance Stroman gets moved, but I think Cashman's going to continue to fish for a deal, and if he finds a good deal, he'll take it. So that's just me. I'm guessing they're probably waiting on Stanton News cruise control. That's my guess. No news on Verdugo. Where are all these Verdugo rumors coming from, and why? Why are the Verdugo rumors coming here? Guerrero, yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I do think he's probably going to use the Yankees as leverage to get a higher contract from the Mets, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, yeah, the AI, yeah. I don't buy that AI channel. That same AI channel has the Yankees signing Rafael Devers, signing, Manny. None of these guys are free agents. How are they signing them? Well, like, it's ridiculous. Who said the Yankees are going to finish 70 and 92? Who said that? Goodness, Brandon. Like, who's saying that? Siciliano. What's up, brother? Tucker can play right field. Stanton's really banged up. Judge can play DH. Well, Judge, I think, is eventually going to DH when Stanton leaves. Bronx 5. What's good? We'll see what happens. I mean, Dominguez needs time to learn the position. He needs time to learn his position. So, and unfortunately, fans are going to have to be patient with that. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the Yankees are being patient with him. So, it would be helpful if the Yankee fans are patient with him too. And they know this too. No. And yeah, exactly, Coach Carl. He's out there taking credit. He's in there early, staying late, putting in the work, and mistakes are going to happen. He's going to lose the ball in the sun. I've been to Tampa Stadium in spring training. It is a sunny ass place. Okay, it's easy to lose the ball in the sun. And keep in mind, pitching, we're pitchers. What happens first couple of weeks? You're working on release points, right? Consistent mechanics and so on and so forth, right? Delivery, spin rate, getting all those things right. What happens with the batters and the fielders? You're working on timing, right? Reaction time to line drives. Hitters are, reacting to a 90-mile-an-hour fastball coming in. Fielders are looking at 100-plus-mile-an-hour liner coming out. So it's a timing thing as well for those guys. So it's going to take a little bit of time. I think it's important to keep that in mind. It's a progression here, and he's a rookie. So I doubt, franchise, we would trade Vivas to Detroit. You get Sweeney back. Kudos for outside the box thought, though. Kudos, man. Yeah, exactly, Ray Miller. Artificial, yes. Intelligent, not so much. Sunil is in the building. The fake Jeff Passan account. Oh, God. On the 60-day hour. No, not yet. Okay. He's getting an MRI tomorrow. So, it's ridiculous, man. It is ridiculous. These people are just jumping the gun, all this stuff. Like, I don't waste my time with these fake accounts. You mean finish? Well, I doubt he's going to retire and leave $100 million on the table because he would be walking away from it. He would probably rehab for 3 years like Jacoby Ellsbury did and just got paid. But the difference between them and Ellsbury is the Yankees had insurance out on Ellsbury's contract, so they didn't have to pay it. It still applied towards their payroll, but insurance paid Ellsbury's contract. He still got his money, but he got paid from insurance the last 3 years instead of the Yankees' pockets. I don't know if they have insurance on Stanton's contract, and I don't think they can get it at this point. So, Stephen Bob. Who is that? Bab. Who's that, Brandon? The ace is in the building. One of the made men is in here. Ken is here, too. We got the made men in this building. Always. It's always a Capo regime party, man. Bunch of capos in here. Captains. Made men. Ace Avenue. Ken. Place is legit when these guys are here, man. Yeah. I think Jones, yeah. McKill, Andrew Hart, Clint Frazier. Yeah, I would have done that. Yeah. The chance of the Yankees get. I don't know, Ken. That's a good question. It's worth looking at. That's for sure. Well, that's the other thing too. Yeah, thank you for bringing it up, Jordy. JT Brubaker. So he got hit with a comebacker last week. Now they announced today he's got 3 broken ribs today, so he's going to miss some time too. So he's officially on the shelf. Hill is probably eventually on the shelf. So we'll just have to wait and see. But Brubaker's definitely out of commission for a little bit. 3 broken ribs. That's for a pitcher who needs his trunk and then his torso to get mobility and so he can whip the ball. Yeah. Yeah. So Dominguez will not be a future Yankee eventually. I say I wouldn't be surprised, Sicilian. I really wouldn't. Yeah, Brubaker's hurt. He's got 3 broken ribs. So, yep. He got hit with a line drive comeback. So, why is he posting Alex Verdugo stuff? The Yankees don't need an outfielder. I don't see the logic in that. Yes, he's an elite glove. I get that. But you have Everson Pereira. You have Trent Grisham, who's already here. He's already an elite glove. We have guys in-house who can do what Verdugo does on the cheap. Sandy, I don't know if it depends on if he's healthy, Brandon. I don't know. Bobby Malone he knows a lot about baseball, a lot about business, and I've had him on here a couple times. He's very influential on Twitter as well. So, but sometimes he puts out takes that I don't agree with. I definitely don't agree. What is Hector Gomez saying? Oh, good Lord. Yeah, the White Sox, Andrew Benintendi got broken hand. Yeah, I saw that, Ritzbergs. Ilmatic is in the building. I was saying that too, Ace. Sean Boyle and Bellinger. I was also impressed with, what's his name? Let me pull up his name here. Brandon Liebrandt, left-handed pitcher. He came in after Boyle. I was impressed with him too. Yeah. And Alex Jackson, I was impressed with too. And Andrew Velasquez. There's some guys here, and it looks like this depth is going to come in. This under the radar depth. Rojas too. Couple guys here under the radar depth. So, and again, looks like the Yankees might have to tap into some of this depth, particularly on the pitching side. It sucks that Brubaker got hurt because he could have come in handy, but thankfully Will Warren is coming around. Hopefully he continues to perform. Hopefully, Schmidt stays healthy. And hopefully Carlos Carrasco can stay healthy. So it's these not sexy Yankee moves that the Yankees have made that might come in handy, just like last year. Luke Weaver was called a dumpster dives, as was Tim Hill. And people were like, you can't move on from Luke Weaver, right? You can't move on from. They were loving these guys, but they were considered dumpster dives. Dumpster dives. You know what I mean? So, I'm saying. 43 likes. Keep smacking that like button, gang. TJ Rumfield, I think it's a little early, but he's a guy. If I remember correctly, he could play third base. He could play third base. So I mean, if they don't go get a third baseman, he's the guy I mentioned. I had him on the channel last year. I interviewed him. I interviewed Chase Hampton. I had a couple of these people on. I had Will Warren on. Rumfield was he's a solid player. So I hope he turns it around too, because he's pretty productive with the bat, especially in AAA. So I'm keeping an eye on Rumfield. He's a guy that I really hope plays well. Get Jackson to hit. Crap on him. Who's crapping on him, Graham? I don't know. I can see him going north, but not as a starter. I can see him being a bench. Sunil. He's hitting 333, but we're going to need more production from him. I still think they're looking to bring in somebody that has a little higher level. They want to capitalize on this this window that they have right now. DJ has not played, and I think Judge is getting his first start either tomorrow or the next day too. Glaber in a Tigers uniform, yeah. So Graham. He's hearing people crap on him. And he's like, I'm gonna teach these people a lesson, man. Watch this. I could see Peraza. He's got 4 more weeks to stay healthy and continue to produce. Right? He is streaky as well. But he's got an elite glove. He's always had an elite glove. But he's been streaky, either with his performance or his health. Which is one reason why I don't see him getting a starting job. But if he came up with the team, the other problem is too, like Andrew Velasquez is giving him his run for his money. Velasquez is hitting the ball with authority, and he's got speed too. So, he's got some competition there, Peraza. Obviously, Oswaldo went deep yesterday, Andrew Velasquez, so he's got some competition. Patrick Corbin, bring him in, Ken. You got to do it, man. You got to get Patrick Corbin, man. You got to get Corbin, man. Oh, baby. You need him, Ken. We need Corbin. We need Corbin, man. We really, really do. Now, let's see something here. See if there's any news right now. Sometimes there's some stuff when I'm on live with you guys that will get updates. No. All I'm getting. Yeah, some other people are saying, all I'm getting, a couple people are tweeting. People had trouble accessing the game for the first couple innings. All I'm getting here is this stupid stuff with the Zelensky and Trump meeting today. So, yeah. We'll see if the Yankees sign somebody like Jose Quintana, who's still out there. If Hill goes down, and if he misses a decent amount of time, Jose Quintana, he had a pretty decent year with the Mets last year. So, yeah. Oh, Li, yeah. He had a couple chances, and then he violated it. He kept violating it. So, like, you don't listen, you get booted, man. That's it, man. Oh. You get booted. Can't even be courteous to people. Like, come on. This isn't Degrassi Junior High. There are other channels that, pride themselves on being a-holes. This isn't one of them. Thinking it's an actual flex or tough guy. No. Stroman and Peraza and $8 million to the Mets for Beatty and a prospect. Pereira and Hampton to the Cards for Fetty. Hampton just got Tommy John, so he's out of the commission. Fetty and Romero, Yankees get third base with Stein Fetchler. Interesting, Bryce. Who would you replace Hampton with? Who would you replace him with? And I think Stroman would go on a separate trade. I can't see him being traded to the Cardinals, even though people keep pushing that. He is pissed, Sonny. That's cute. Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, Fetty. I mean, I don't know why his name's being put. I would rather just bring in somebody like Jose Quintana, veteran lefty. That's what I would do. Like, I think we'd be better off trading for a bat right now instead of an arm. That's my take. I mean, either a third baseman or, a third baseman. So, I mean, they're still looking for a deal with Maddox, so I wouldn't say it's too late just yet. But this doesn't help. The Hill injury doesn't help. We just need to worry. Like, we have to figure out, like, what's the injury and how long is he going to miss? So, and then we'll get more clarity. Just like we're waiting on freaking clarity from Stanton. We don't even know what's going on with Stanton. He's just been out of the the loop for like 5 weeks and swung a bat. Like, he's going to be so far behind. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope we get some good news. In the meantime, I'm enjoying some of the NFL scouting combine, getting ready for the draft in April for my Jets. So, but I would stay tuned, though, Matic. I'm right now 50-50 with Stanton being traded because of this news today with Hill. And, it sucks. I wish he wouldn't get hurt. I wish he wouldn't get hurt, man. But didn't get hurt. But, yeah. But thankfully, thank goodness they have Freed, right? And they've got these other guys. So, and these guys are kind of stepping up. Boyle and Lee Brandt, some of these Will Warren are stepping up in spring training right now. So it looks like they're presenting themselves as options for the Yankees, so they don't have to overpay in a trade for somebody. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Cillian, I was willing to move Hill for Tucker 2 months ago, right? Because I think it would have been a good idea to sell high on Hill, especially since once we got Freed in the on board and these other guys, yeah, I was more willing to move him to get a guy like Tucker or Brendan Donovan. Bellinger first base, Grisham left, Marshall. Maybe. I mean, it gives the Yankees country's in the building. You give Goldie a little bit of a breather. You give Marshall a little bit more protection in the outfield. You give Bellinger a shot at first base. So, you're adding some defense and potential more offense to this lineup too. So, and you're replacing elite glove of Bellinger with elite glove with Grisham. So, that's definitely a legitimate take, Sinia. That's the way. I like how you're thinking, man. I hope you're okay, Jack, man. I hope you're okay, my friend. Yeah, Graham. I mean, yeah, they're they're talking to Martinez. They're having dialogue with him and his people already. Nomadic. I wonder if Velasquez can make the bench along with Oswaldo Cabrera. Like Velasquez, Cabrera, backup catcher Alex Jackson, and Trent Grisham, something like that. That'd be a pretty darn good bench. But then also, how do you at least Peraza out, like if he's not a starter? So finalizing the 4 pieces on the bench is going to be a tough one for the Yankees this year. I really do. Well, I know that they're working on some automation in the umpiring calls right now. You see, so we'll see. I don't know if they're going to do robot umps just yet in the majors, but I know they're trying it in the minors. Dom Smith could be, if he can continue to play well. I just hope he produces. I hope he doesn't turn into Jay Bruce, in May. So, like Dom Smith, Ben Rice, there are some legitimate guys here. Colonoscopy, all right, man. Yeah, get some recovery, Jack, man. Get some recovery, man. Just recover from a colonoscopy. I think a lot of people have a bad feeling about Stanton Graham. I think I agree. Beagle, that's good. Automate, yeah. Yeah, the gamblers, I know. Ken, I don't know, man. I mean, look, it's his shoulder. He was smart enough to stop his bullpen and not keep going. So I give him credit for that. But anytime it's a shoulder or a forearm, I wouldn't be surprised if he misses a month or two. So, and that's probably, conservatively speaking, Ken. Which is why, if they're relying on Warren and Carrasco to go with these other guys, then it might be smart to bring in somebody like Jose Quintana. But we'll get some more clarity. The MRI is tomorrow, right? So we'll know more, most likely Sunday and Monday. Generally, you don't get results that quickly from the MRI, but these folks, tend to operate fast. They tend to get quick results. So we'll see. We might get some insight tomorrow. And if we get some serious insight, I'll be live tomorrow night too, so we can talk about it. So I would be shocked, Jordy, if they put Hill in the bullpen. It's not a bad idea, but Jack up. Yeah, I mean, I think Guerrero is using the Yankees to drive up the price. I mean, that you generally don't rule out the Yankees a year in advance. That's bad for business, especially coming from a team who's a rival playing a position of need for the Yankees next year. So it makes zero sense for him to say he's willing to play for the Yankees and then, it makes zero sense for him to rule out the Yankees, I should say. So this is why I think he's using the Yankees to drive up the price on the Mets. Yeah, I mean, shoulders on the pitching arm are a testy thing, Graham. Shoulders, forearm, which is generally a precursor to Tommy John, is generally a precursor to rotator cuff. So, any of those levers are a worrisome situation. And especially when you have a big arm like Hill, and he came back from Tommy John and he won Rookie of the Year last year. So, I worry. I definitely worry. But I think, I do think Guerrero's playing the game. I think he's playing, he's going to try to play the Yankees off here, use them to drive up the price. And I think the Yankees know this too. I don't think they're seriously considering Guerrero. But you never know. They could shock the world and get him. They could shock the universe and get him and Tucker. We don't know. Yankees have a lot of money coming off the books in the next 3-4 years. A lot of money coming off, like $100 million. So, yeah, I mean, I can't see Guerrero getting Soto money, but I can see him getting $500 million, just like I can see Tucker getting like $500 million. If these guys stay healthy and produce, I could see them both getting $500 million. Maybe a little bit more for Guerrero because he's 3 years younger than Tucker, but I can see him getting close. Yep. We'll see. We will see. They're both stud players. And they're going to be the top 2 free agents next year. So, and neither one of them is represented by Scott Boras. So, which is crazy. Pitching, I don't even know who's going to be a free agent pitcher next year. I'm not sure. Jeez, get Vladdy play third. His spells money is up. Yeah, play third, plays first. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know who plays third base for the Jays. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to Robert. Exactly. Not really worry about these guys now. I did see that, Sunil. I did see that. Yep, legitimate Indian prospect. Yep. Yes, indeed. It's good, man. It's good to see. It's good to see these the sport branching out, having a greater global footprint, and players really getting opportunities from other countries that you wouldn't think that were good opportunities. So, which is good. Yeah. Yeah. Oy, cat. Yeah, just keep that cat hydrated. Keep taking care of that kitty cat, man. I've got 4 cats, so salute, CWE, man. What's up, brother? Yep. But all in all, this is a good game by the Yankees. So some good signs. And we'll see what we see when Aaron Judge plays. We'll see what happens with him. We'll see what happens with some of these other guys. I like what I'm seeing with Cody Bellinger. It's looking pretty good. Lombard, I mean, I think he's still ahead of Arias. Arias, he had an opportunity to turn a double play right now, and he threw the ball away, which turned into 2 runs in the seventh inning, maybe, or sixth inning. But aside from that, he's still able. He's still developing, but he is a highly touted prospect. George Lombard, I think he's number 2 now with the Yankees. So, and I really think he could be the third baseman in the future with this team, Lombard. So, yeah, Bellinger is on. He definitely is on fire. He's definitely on fire. Yeah, I hope so too, Mike. We'll know in a couple days. And Arias is usually not like that, Graham, but he had a touch of the Cleavers tonight, throwing the ball away. He's usually a pretty stout defender and a pretty solid switch hitter with a better plate discipline than Torres, but we'll see. He's still young. He's still developing. Michelle Trachtenberg, did she really pass too? I know Gene Hackman, and I think that's suspicious, man. Michelle Trachtenberg. 40 years old. Oh, this girl. Well, what happened to her? Cause of death ruled undetermined. This is crazy. Like, Gene Hackman was found dead in his house with his wife and his dog. So, crazy. Yeah, Arias he still has some developing to do. He is behind Lombard. He's one of the guys that I would move in a trade if you can get the right person, right player. So, we'll see. I know cat food's ridiculous. Liver complications. Oh, Stephen B. That sucks. Her mom found her dead in her New York City apartment. Wow, that's terrible. She's young too. Lex, yeah, could have been the Russian Sinio. Could have been, man. Yeah, Volpe looks like he's put on a little size. He's hitting the ball more authority, which is good. And Ben Rice is hitting the ball more authority too. He put about 15 pounds of muscle on this offseason too. So, she had a liver transplant. Wow, damn. Was she a big drinker or a drug addict or something like that? On Trachtenberg, 68 likes. All right, let's see if we can get 100 likes. Everybody, smack that like button. If anybody hasn't had that like button, I greatly appreciate it. That's Gene's wife. Yeah, I'll travel week 2 this week. Yeah, Gene's wife was 30 years younger. Hackman was 95. His wife was like 65. And they found him and his wife and his dog dead in their apartment, in their house. Like, it's out of nowhere. Crazy. They're saying it's not foul play, but now it's being investigated. So, like, I don't know, man. Appreciate your cruise control. Yeah, it is suspicious, man. It's very suspicious. Which is crazy, but Gene Hackman's one of the greatest actors ever. I heard his wife was mummified too. It's just crazy. Like, what the hell happened, man? It's ridiculous. I don't know. Man. Rest in peace, all these guys. Really. All these guys. May rest in peace. It's a huge loss to the acting community. Gene Hackman was one of the best ever, man. Love Gene Hackman. Yeah, we had some big losses this year. Donald Sutherland, James Earl Jones, Hackman, like some of the big dogs. Now, mummification takes place several days. Yeah, I heard Judge is debuting tomorrow, right? Yep. Pacemaker last recorded event was February 17th. Who's that, Hackman? Jack? John? No, Sean, excuse me. Yeah, Carl Weathers. Apollo Creed. Tony Ganios, who played Meat in the movie Porky's, he passed away too. Crazy, man. The dog was a locked kennel. Hackman. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, Carl Weathers, John Amos. Quite a few good ones. Quite a few good ones. Yep. Some really crazy shit goes on. New Mexico, no, is it really FGR? That's crazy. Southern Colorado, nice, man. I like Colorado. Virginia McCaskey, Homer Bears. Oh, good lord. Crazy. Yes, lost a lot of good people this year. A lot of good people. May they all rest well. May they all rest in peace. So, but back to the Yankees. We will get more clarity on Luis Hill. His MRI is going to happen tomorrow. And yeah, it's something that's crazy, Graham, with Hackman as well. It just doesn't make any sense. And Ilmatic, I think Alex Jackson has taken the lead ahead of JC Escar for backup catcher. He's always been credited as being a good framer, and he is. And he's never, his bat's been very underrated, but it looks like his bat is really coming to life here. So, yeah, I hope so, Cruz. I mean, maybe it's just tendonitis. Maybe it's just inflammation. We'll see. Hope it's not anything serious with Luis Hill. But that's definitely anything forearm or shoulder or elbow is just a tough one to deal with. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, I'm keeping an eye on Andrew Velasquez because he's giving Peraza a run for his money right now. Watch out for Velasquez. I mean, Peraza looks good, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Efros, he had grade 2 hamstring, which is the beginning of the tear process. And, yeah, exactly right. And we're done talking about that stuff, man. And Brubaker's got 3 broken ribs after being hit with that comebacker. Ben Rice I've seen some footage of him in the cage and batting practice, and he's looking solid so far. He put on 15 pounds of muscles. He's bulked up. And, I think if he continues to put the bat to the ball and keeps improving his contact rate, he could be a pretty decent player here. Pretty decent player. Toxic, yeah, no doubt, Robert. Yeah. So I think Ben Rice has a shot to get some DH duty, and Dom Smith, if he continues to hit the way he is, gets some shot at DH duty too. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see with Peraza. I mean, this is, gets a legitimate shot, just like Dominguez needs to get a legitimate shot. Fighting with the squid, John. Hey, man. What I'm hearing from people on associated with the Yankees is that they're still looking to trade for a third baseman, which means they're not sold on Peraza starting. But on the bench, I would not be surprised because he can play multiple infield positions and he's got an elite glove. So he might make Oswaldo Cabrera expendable. I mean, I just don't know I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, Boyle looked good. He looked very good. Tyler Matzek, yeah, I mean, Lee Brandt. Yeah, they have some pretty solid lefties here right now. So I like what they're doing here with the bullpen, especially. The bullpen is going to be super deep. Yeah, the bullpen's deeper, the rotation's deeper, the lineup is longer. Yeah. I mean, if Dom Smith continues to hit, doesn't turn into like Jay Bruce or something like that, then he's got a shot. Yeah, is this the thing? Oswaldo Cabrera said that they have depth. Like Oswaldo Cabrera's best value is as utility guy. And he went deep yesterday, Oswaldo Cabrera. So it's a lot of options. And the problem is you can only have 4 guys on the bench. So how do you choose between the guys that they have here now? It's a tough one. It's going to be a tough one, right? We'll see. He's out of options, Sunil. So one thing you're going to know at less than 4 weeks is whether he's going to stay or get released or get traded. One of those three things is going to happen. You can't option him anymore. He's out of options. So you have to get rid of him or keep him. Put him on the 49. Put him on the 26. Those are the only options you have with Peraza. So, Everson Pereira. Yeah, and they have Trent Grisham. So, I think Pereira is probably going to be more expendable, but you never know. Better than Bregman? Better than Aaron. I don't know about that, Sunil, but okay. I'm not sure. Maybe better for the Yankees? Maybe. Alec Burleson. Yeah. I mean, the guy that I want from the Cardinals is Brendan Donovan, but I don't think we're going to get him, unfortunately. So, yeah, Perez's got 4 options. Yeah. Could be 4th outfielder. Yes, he could. And, obviously Grisham's got money here. He took a pay cut to stay. And he still has value. So I like to see him get in some games as well. He is a stud outfielder. Absolute stud with the glove. So let me ask some things. Roberta Flack, too, yeah. It's a lot of people, Jack. A lot of people. Yeah. Long-term picture for us, anyways. 2 bags. Yeah, Miggy 2 bags, yeah. I mean, now he's with the Oakland A's, so hopefully he continues to stick around for a little bit. I always liked Miggy 2 bags. Silver, that's a good question. If Hill's out for a while, I think they're going to either give Will Warren a shot and obviously keep Marcus Stroman for a while. And maybe bring in somebody like Jose Quintana in free agency or something like that. They could probably get him on the cheap. So, as a depth piece. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Grisham. And I hope Hill doesn't miss an extended period of time. I really don't. I really, really do. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Donovan can be had, in all honesty. I mean, if Donovan can be had, I'm not thinking anybody else. Anybody else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dislocated shoulder. Exactly. I mean, these guys have had some injuries that have completely altered the trajectory of their career. They really have. Some of these guys, it just is what it is. At least Andujar's sticking around. I don't even Clint Frazier. Where is he now? I don't see the need to trade for Eric Fetty. I'd rather just sign Jose Quintana for agency. The only guy I want to trade for the Cardinals is Donovan. I do think they'll eventually, very likely, wind up trading for Arenado, but we'll see. We will see. So there's still 27 days, I think, left until opening day. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed, Stephen B. Expecting Dominguez to call off Bellinger to call off Judge is a tough task for him. That's why. And then he would have to do that at center field. Center fielder calls off either side of the outfield. So, yeah. Dodgers have Bobby Hill, yeah. Mm-hmm. Boy, Sunil's really making a push for Peraza. Yeah. We'll see. He's got to continue to perform. I think it's still too early for me, so. Yeah, the Dodgers have a lot of starters. And they've even lost two. They lost Flaherty to the Tigers. They lost Walker Buehler to the Red Sox. So, yeah, Finnegan, he had to settle for it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, David Robertson's still not signed. David Robertson. Neither is Jose Iglesias. Neither is JD Martinez. There's like somebody. What is going on here? Yeah. Turnbull, Kyle Gibson. Yeah. Ridiculous. Yeah, C. Allen and Frank. Yeah. I'm hearing that the Padres are looking to move Cease, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. They might keep him and try to compete now. I think Bellinger was a perfect ad here, Sean. I think he was a perfect ad here. I think he's going to fit in well. I think he's going to perform well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not betting. I'm not really a cheesecake guy anyway. I'm not a Philly cheesecake. If you're talking about cheesesteak, I like them, but I like New York cheesecake is the best. Well, yeah, I mean, Peraza is streaky, and that's something the Yankees are going to have to live with. He's not streaky with his glove, but he's streaky with his bat, and he's streaky with his health. Exactly, Billo. I think the Padres are going to be strategic with their moves. I mean, they brought in that pitcher, I forgot his Nick Pivetta, right? So, I like straight up Junior's cheesecake. I mean, straight up New York cheesecake. Like, yeah, man. Steven's in the house. What's good, brother? What is good, Steven? You know what, Ken? Big Mac and apple pie? Yes. Yes. Milkshake, I don't eat the milkshake with it, but if I'm gonna do a milkshake, it's gotta be chocolate. It's the only milkshake I can have. It's crazy, Silver. Nobody signed Arizona. He refuses to play for the league minimum. Nobody signed Verdugo. Nobody signed JD Martinez. Nobody signed. There's quite a few guys that are not signed yet that could be impactful for teams. Verdugo's not signed. So it's crazy. Oh, I heard he raves about your cheesecakes, TMB. I heard he raves about it. Player coach. I think if he came back to the Yankees, it would just be a coach. I don't think they're gonna give him a roster spot for a player. Red Velvet. I don't do red. Well, me personally, you just seen. I don't like Red Velvet, but I know some other folks do. My sister loves Red Velvet. Come on, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. And I wouldn't be if the Yankees traded for Arias and put him at DH. I would be fine with that too. Yeah. 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 I think some of them would be considered dumpster dives, Dad. Ken. Some of them would be considered dumpster dives. Like the guys that are available that are left. Let's see. David Robinson was good with the Yankees, and he's still pretty darn good. JD Martinez is solid. If they're getting somebody we're not thinking, like Kyle Gibson would probably be considered a dumpster dive by Yankee folks, Yankee fans. But we'll see. Yeah. Dumpster dive. Yeah. Yeah, Arias would be, yeah. And he could be the leadoff guy here too. And two birds with one stone. Get the DH and a leadoff guy. Yep. Yeah, Iglesias, another one hasn't been signed. Like, and this guy's a solid player. Well, I know. I mean, I'm not surprised why he's not signed with the Yankees because of what he did a couple years ago, D-Rod. So, but I am surprised that he is not signed somewhere else yet because he had 99 strikeouts and 70 innings pitched last year, and he's got pretty pinpoint control. He could be a very valuable reliever to a team. Yeah, cheesecake is phenomenal if you make it right. Creamy. Oh, it's so good. Well, D-Rob, I don't know if you remember with the Yankees, when he was here with the Yankees. So every year when they go to playoffs, and they go, depending on how far they go, they get a playoff share. And generally, players distribute or share that with the staff, ball boys, people that, run errands for them, and so on and so forth. And D-Rob was the only guy in the Yankees who voted against doing that. He didn't want to give any of his playoff share to anybody who worked there. And I know that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So for that reason, I would be shocked if he came back. I don't even need him anyway, but nothing beats a New York cheesecake or a New York pizza. Pickleball paddle cheesecake. You got to have a legit New York cheesecake. Creamy, and then a New York slice of pizza. Like, oh, God. Oh. But most of all, you have to go to Katz's Deli and get their pastrami. You'll never get a pastrami better than that. Ever. Not even close. Yeah. Juniors down. Yeah. I think Arenado, I think you're going to wind up doing probably New York bagels too. Best bagels around. I could see an Arenado trade happening, and then I could see Stroman trade happening at some point to a different team, which would offset the money that they would assume with Arenado. Yeah, so D-Rob, certain burn bridges with him coming back. Yeah. I mean, he's still a great reliever. He's had a hell of a career. And sausage in those dirty water hot dogs too, Ken. I mean, my God. Oh, dirty water hot dogs in Central Park are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Silver, you got to make your way up to New York, man. Even if it's for a weekend, just for the food, it is phenomenal. Haggis, heart lungs, you shove it all in the sheep's stomach and you boil it. That'll put some hair in your ass. Remember that line from Armageddon? He talked about haggis with pride. Yeah. Brooklyn slice of pizza is like, oh, God. A raised trade rumor. Yeah, I mean, Knicks up by 1-4. Come on, Knicks. Finish this off, boys. Ooh, McLean to New York for Warren. It might cost that. Grant. The old Yankee Stadium was louder. It was more ruckus there. It was just, the old Yankee Stadium was crazy. Yeah. New York strip. My favorite's ribeye, or just like a tomahawk or a porterhouse. But ribeye is my absolute favorite steak. Irish pubs. I mean, St. Patty's Day. I mean, every year corned beef and cabbage. That's my thing, man. Nathan's. Yeah, Nathan's is legit, man. Porterhouse ribeye. I mean, to come to New York, you got to go to P. Luger Steakhouse in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. It's ranked almost number one every single year in the U.S. for best steakhouse. Rob, what's going on, brother? What's going on, Rob? We're wrapping this up in a minute, too. Texas Roadhouse, sirloin steak. Yeah, C&B. I've heard. I heard Texas. My brother-in-law likes Texas Roadhouse. Peter Luger's ribeye, man. It's nothing like it, man. And you get the bacon. Oh, God. Yeah, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Now I just need my St. John's to win the Big East and get a good seed in March Madness in the tournament. I can't do ketchup on my hot dog. I can't do mayo on my fries either. I can't do it. That's just me. I only do mustard and sauerkraut. Sometimes some of the sweet onions or something like that on the hot dog. Fries, just ketchup. That's it. You know what I mean, Billo? Oh, they mean the bacon there's just to die for. Oh, exactly, too, Tony. It's the water, man. The bagels are just phenomenal. Yeah, bone marrow, too, is another delicious fantasticness of food. Up in the Bronx, over, I mean, go up there and get the Spanish food, the rice and beans and the steak. Oh, God. Churrasco, or the pork chops, chuletas, or the like, oh my God. With the sweet plantains, there's nothing like it up in the Bronx. Nothing like it, baby. That place is legit calzone too. My God, you guys are all making hungry. You're gonna have to wheel me here tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to fit through the damn door. Thanks, guys. But foodie made in Long Island, I'm telling you, man, Brooklyn is so much good food in Brooklyn. There's some good food in Long Island too, Beagle. Yeah. Deep fried. Oh God. Oh. Sweet plantains. Oh my God. You get it with the rice and beans, and then sometimes with the chicken, like you have this garlic rub on the pork chop. Oh my God. It's one of New York's finest treasures. Niagara Falls, baby. Get that New York City break. You got that right, man. That's right. Long Island is definitely known for seafood. Yeah. And some pastas too. A lot of Italian food in Long Island. Arroz con dulces. Oh yeah, Bill. Oh yeah. Guinness. Did they prescribe it to pregnant? Oh my good Lord, Graham. Oh good Lord. I'm telling you, I just gained 10 pounds listening to you guys talk about food. Oh boy. People need to behave on these streams. Need to behave. But nevertheless, the Yankees win 6-3. Some good spots today. Good performances. Massapequa. I'm telling you, Ken, like the Spanish food, Petruzzi. The Spanish food is just unbelievable. You go up to Washington Heights, go up to the Bronx, to the Boogie Down, like the Spanish in Queens. It's so good. The Spanish food's so good. The Yankees were on. Well, they were supposed to be on Yes, but there was some streaming problem. I couldn't access the game until the fifth inning, which just wasn't loading properly on the MLB TV app. I don't know why, but we had some Brazilian steakhouse. Yeah, the red light and the green light. You got that right. Golden Crust, man. That's another spot up in New York. Like you get the beef patty, you get the cocoa bread, and you get the jerk chicken. Oh my God. Chinese food, no doubt about it, man. The Chinese food, I love it because your food's ready before you even hang the phone up, which is great. Fogo de Chao, yeah. I've been there. A guy that I roll with in jiu-jitsu works at Fogo. He's one of the servers at Fogo. Their food is unbelievable. Penne alla vodka is my favorite pasta. Creamy vodka sauce. Oh, there's nothing like it. You just dip it with some buttered bread. Korean barbecue. Indian food. I like Indian foods, Neil. Indian tandoori or tikka masala. I like a lot of the mixtures, the different curry foods, and I like Indian food, especially if it's made well. I like when the tikka masala is not spicy. I like when it's more on the sweet side, but on the thicker side. I love the naan bread, the garlic naan bread. It's fantastic. I love Japanese food, Link. Yeah, Billy Cummins, you're right about that. I mean, the longer they wait and don't trade for a third baseman, the more. But that's contingent upon Peraza staying healthy and performing. Yeah, I've done those too, Sunil. I'm game for that, Davey. I'm game for Lebanese food, man. I haven't tried that, but I'd be more than happy. I'm a foodie, so I'm up for trying anything good. Jamaican goat curry. I dated a girl who was from Trinidad. Used to get a roti and doubles and like, oh my goodness, so good, so good. Roti, cocoa bread, West Indian food. Over in Richmond Hill, Queens. Oh man, right underneath the train there. I don't know. It's a good question on DJ. Peraza needs to be consistent still. Yeah. Texas with the Brazil. Yeah, we got 9. We need 10 more likes to get to 100. No, I mean, I want to. I need to be educated more on Lebanese food because I need to know what to try, what to eat. So, and I would need to be more open to trying multiple things. LA Yankee King, he has to learn how to control himself and just be respectful of people, man. Yudel, Mazel Tov, my friend. How you doing, my man? Bahamas with I love Caribbean food, man. Stephen B. I love Caribbean food. Jamaican rum cake, Jamaica Queens, man. I used to go shopping there. Coliseum on Jamaica Ave right there. Yeah, great food there too, man. Like West Indian food, like all kinds of stuff. Yeah, yeah. It's just I've given LA multiple chances here, and he's violated every single time. So can't do it anymore. It just ruins the experience for way too many people. So I can't do it. You know, there's so many good food. There's so many good foods. Steamed pork chops and peas. I love it, man. Shah's Halal restaurants and food trucks. I've had halal in New York City food trucks. There's quite a few of them. There's one up in the Armory, up on 168th Street, right outside there. We used to go for the track meets at Milrose games every year, and get some halal. Go and get a platter full and bring it up. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Yeah, and a fee. Yeah, man. Mediterranean food. You got that right, man. Sign me up. Sign me up, baby. I love Japanese food. I mean, kimchi. I love sushi. All kinds of sushi. Um, Udon. Instant tatties. Nice, Graham. I love rice pudding. Love rice pudding. I haven't tried baklava, but I've liked rice pudding. Yeah. Wings. How much? It depends on the type of wings, Joseph. It really depends. Depends on if you want some high-end wings, you want some variety wings. You can get a decent order for $10 or something like that. So I like a more barbecue-ish kind of more flavory and less spicy type of wing because I like to coat it in freaking blue cheese. Coat it in blue cheese, baby. So I want to try your rice pudding, Joseph. Eli just can't help himself, Ken. Like, why is it so hard to be respectful of people? It's just, what is going on? Why? So, I'm not going to tolerate it here. Air fryers are awesome. We got to have a food live stream. That's what we need to do. As an excuse, yeah, it's just, you can control that. You can definitely control that, Sunil, right? So, hamburger over here, hamburgers a blade hamburger. Interesting, Graham. I like it. Go to Texas, and if we go to Texas, we got to meet Texas Buckeye. We got to meet Ken. We got to meet Consigliere. They're all in Texas. They're all in Texas, baby. New York, Illmatic. New York City. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the same stuff all the time. It's just ridiculous. I mean, man, he can have his outside the box takes. That's cool, but there's no need to be a prick to people. There's just no need for it, especially on a regular basis. I blocked way too many people on here for being a-holes. Nearly got arrested. Went into a farm store and asked for. Damn, Graham. No, Sunil, you're in. Are you in San Antonio? How close are you to San Antonio, Sunil? NYYU is doing a get together in 3-2. I want nothing to do with NYYU. They do it at Yankee Stadium. You near San Antonio, right, Sunil? And Sunil's in Texas too. I want to see how close you guys are to each other. Could you do a food trip and make multiple stops? Dallas, Fort Worth, so 6 hours. No, okay. I got to see where these other guys are. Teterboro, New Jersey. I've flown into Teterboro a couple times. Dallas, Fort Worth. Okay. Sunil's in Texas too. Yeah, Sunil. You got Ken. You got Consigliere. You got the Buckeye. So, yeah. Yeah, I do my homework, Ilmatic. I think it's important to do my homework and base my opinions on facts and what's actually going on. Right. So that's the way I can't speak for other channels, but that's the way I like to do it. But I don't go around attacking people and attacking. They do that way too much. So that's why I don't watch them. I don't watch them at all. I don't find anything of value there. There's Yankee fans everywhere, baby. Everywhere, baby. I like Texas barbecue. Texas got some legit barbecue. OG barbecue, man. Mm-hmm. 20 wings and a half a tray pizza. Not bad. 39 bucks. Is it good, Joseph? So Austin's the central point of my news. Ken, how far are you from Austin? Yeah, I don't listen. They troll me a lot too. Well, they've been trolling me for years, and I blocked most of them. So, but they still come here and they troll me, Graham. But whatever. So Clemens is out there too. So you're close to Sunil. Okay. Eagle Dad's in Florida. 4-hour plane ride. Oh, it's definitely Talking Point. It's like Talking Point City. You're in Virginia Beach now, Ken? So you're over there. Mazza's in Virginia Beach from 4 Train Express. I wonder how close you are to Mazza. Look, Pereira's got an opportunity. There are a couple guys who have legit opportunity. Will Warren's got an opportunity now. Marcus Stroman does. So even though Marcus Stroman signed to a big contract, he's much more important to this team right now until we find out what the hell's going on with Luis Hill. We don't know. 72. Ooh, Robert. Talking about steak? You going like great outdoors, like the almost like the old 96er? Is that what you're trying to do? Imagine the Aces in Virginia Beach too? You guys are close. Damn, I didn't realize that. Oh, that's cool, Milo. If you like Max, I think you'll like the Ace Avenue too. I've had Max and Ace Avenue on with NFE. They're good guys. They're good guys. But I mean, I don't have any problem with Stroman stays either, Billy. I really don't, because he definitely shows a love for his teammates and he wants to be here. So yeah. So your neighbors with Clemenza. Oh my God. Okay. All seals. Who's that, Graham? Who the seals? Niagara Falls, Canada. Is feeling the hatred of USA. Yeah, I mean, we've all of a sudden become a country that hates everybody. And that's supposed to be manly and tough. It's just beyond stupid. Wetland. Is he really? Wetlands out there by you guys? They had a number six. Did they really, Grant? All right. Cool. USPS and Myth. All right, man. I hear you, Ilmac. That's good deal, man. That's good stuff. Be safe out there, bro. Be safe, Ilmatic. Well, exactly, man. Exactly, Billo. We Yankees fans do. That's it. We all come from different angles, but we all love the same team. We all have different ways of going about it, which is fine. No, exactly. Can't blame. It's just like, why are we giving Stroman heat, but not giving Devers heat for not wanting to move positions for Bregman? Like, it's just, you're 20 minutes away from Kevin. That's cool too. 24 meal processing plant. That's pretty cool. So you're busy at night. You're busy. You're rocking and rolling. Yeah, exactly, Stephen B. Exactly. Yeah. 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 Free speech. There's so many different definitions of that right now, which is crazy. Dak Prescott. I'm curious to see what the Cowboys do. Well, Bregman's definitely a better third baseman than Devers, but I understand like Devers not wanting to. I get that. When you don't have me guys on speaker at the food truck. Why is that, Bill? For talking baseball? They don't like they don't like us talking baseball, man. Yeah, screw them. That's right, man. That's right, baby. I'm Joseph blaming. Yeah, it's just my starting three batters right now, probably as we speak right now. Probably Volpe, Bellinger, Judge. Oh, the Giants got you. The Giants have so much. work they need to do. If Aaron Rodgers, yeah, well, they're not going to get Stafford now because he had his contract restructured today. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, like I wouldn't even mind Davey if the Jets started Tyrod Taylor and just drafted a quarterback and developed them. So Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge, I'm fine with that too. Bill, I'm totally fine with that. I like Warren as well. I hope so, Robert. Yeah, Belly second. I would bet him second. I think he'll give Judge a lot of opportunities to drive him in. Oh yeah, nah. People can eat, man. People can eat away. Eat, 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 man. When you gotta eat, bro, gotta eat. Yeah, Volpe. I mean, Volpe's he's the guy I mentioned. Um, at the top, I wouldn't his. I would lead off Volpe or Dominguez. No, this is more of a defensive player and tight end draft, Davey. I agree. And and the Jets would be wise to draft a pass rusher, maybe a tight end in round two. Like, get some. This is a good tight end draft. It's a deep tight end draft. Texas, Texas, Dallas Cowboys, and Bill O. I love it. You own the food. That's awesome. Yeah, Volpe's hitting the ball with more authority right now, so I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah. I like to see the next breakthrough from him. And then if Dominguez winds up being a leadoff hitter later, then so be it. So be it. But I agree, this is not like a super quarterback deep draft. Like I wouldn't trade all the way up to number one to get Shadur Sanders. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for Cam Ward either. So 3 more likes to get to 100. 3 more. Raiders. Well, I don't know. We talk about Matthew Stafford. Well, his contract was restructured today, so I think he's staying with the Rams. But we'll see. Graham, you crazy. Volpe. I mean, the way I see it, if Volpe's at the top, Dominguez is at the bottom. If Dominguez is at the top, Volpe's at the bottom. So if you have Dominguez, Austin Wells, and whoever else, 789, that's a better 789 than we've had in a while. So, well, exactly, brilliant. Yeah, Clemenza, exactly. The only way it's going to work for Peraza if he plays every day. Kind of like just like Dominguez too. Yeah. McMahon, what's good, man? Austin, Texas, huh? I mean, I would go to Texas. I would fly to Texas just for the freaking barbecue. They have great, they have great barbecue, man. Great barbecue. Yeah, March is in a little over an hour. Yeah, I mean, I think Doogie would be well off in a team like Oakland or even the Marlins or something like that. Yeah, I hear you, Graham. I always appreciate you watching either way, man. Listening in, so it's always fantastic. As soon as I got jokes, man. Now, Peraza, yeah, he deserves more of an opportunity than Florial got. So, and happy early birthday to you, Stephen B. Happy early birthday, brother. We'll see. We'll see what happens, Clement. I mean, he's got 4 more weeks to stay consistent. I think that'll probably go a long way in determining whether he's gonna go up north with the team or not. So he's got to take advantage of this 4-week period. Devin Williams, yeah, I can't wait to see him too. Kansas City barbecue, I have, man, Ken, especially the ribs. Crazy. Crazy. Happy early birthday to you too, Sonia. Right. Yeah, I can join. Yeah, you can go to the Pirates too. This is true too. Jazz, I would be fine with leading off too. Yep. Nice, Stephen B. Nice. But let me let you all go. I'm gonna go upstairs and shower. I got be at the gym at 7 a.m. tomorrow when it opens. Got to get my workout in. Then I got to go take 4 cats to go get rabies shots. That ain't gonna be fun. Pork shoulder soaked in gym. Damn, Billo. You serious tonight? That's legit. That's legit, bro. Peraza gives me 260, 15 homers. That's pretty much what you can expect from Arenado. So, on the cheap, too. You get him on the cheap, Peraza, because he's pre-arb. So, like, yeah. Yeah. Go get some rest, man. Yeah, I'll let you get. Everybody have a great night. Peace and love to all of you. I appreciate it. Hit the like button on the way out if you haven't done that yet. Yeah, no, same here. I can't wait to see Freed too, Gabriel. Cole was great today. I can't wait to see Freed too. So it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be really fantastic. So, and anybody in there that hasn't subbed, make sure you sub to that channel. Okay, I want to continue. I want to try to get to 30K subscribers by the end of this year. That's the goal. 30K. We're on March there. We're gonna try to get that. So, really, really, really looking forward to that. 2 more likes to get to 100. So appreciate all of you. Have a great night. Thanks so much for spending a Friday night with me. Talk to you next time.